You're watching 7-Stage Success with L Gould. And now, here is your host, L Gould.
Accept credit cards if you don't already do that. Credit cards for legal fees? Huh, everybody hates me. They'll be all chargebacks. Well, increase the quality of your service. If you think you're going to get a lot of chargebacks, that's not about the customer, that's about your service. Follow? Okay. Number 2. Where can you be more flexible? Now, entrepreneurs, you're technicians. You spent your life being masters and experts of everything you do. So you think the whole world knows your product. Because obviously you live it, so they must know it. So Matt told you you're going to get $600 for this much money. Blah, blah, blah. Any of you catch that? Yeah. What does it mean? Anyone? Right, because Matt's the expert. You guys aren't. You don't know what he said. Be flexible. To your customers, you are an elephant. Allow them to consume you one bite at a time. Don't make them take the whole thing. Okay? Let them take it piece at a time. Why not? Number 3, where can you freshen your message? Now, we advise a South African company that took this one idea and has made 70 million pounds per year for the last 3 years on this one idea. Repurpose your product and refreshing your message is about get with the times. You're in winter, dudes and dudettes. It's winter time. You need a winter message. If you haven't refreshed your message in the last 6 months, you need to do it now. Because somebody else in here will, and all of a sudden they're going to be like, wow, business is booming. How did that happen? Refreshing your message to a winter message. People aren't, some of you that are making promises, you're going to make so much more money. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear how you're going to protect them from further harm. So look at your product and service. How can you protect your customers from further harm? Guys get that? Number 4. We kind of touched on this already, is how can you increase your fees? Now, you should be looking to double your fees right now. Double? Yep, double. You can quadruple them, but quadruple, you guys stop breathing. Double your fees right now, because there's still a percentage of the population that considers themselves an upmarket person no matter what. No matter how bad it gets, I'm upmarket. I'm always on the upside. I don't do down or sideways. They won't buy your product if you're a low price. They simply will not do it, because people purchase in their own image. And there's always going to be people that pay a little bit extra, okay, to take that express line. Burger King knows that very well. They're a struggling company. They kept the price high. And some people from South America came and bought them for such an overinflated price. What did Burger King go for, like $3 billion or something like that? They went for a premium. This is a company that's suffering, and they went for a premium. Because there's always somebody out there that'll pay it. And there's always somebody out there that says, hey, I'm up market. I want to pay extra. I won't buy unless it's extra. Now, that might sound far-fetched to you. Let me tell you about the last client I fired. This client had an exclusive to market and use a certain type of fish skin that is farmed only in South Pacific. And she makes these little bags, and they cost her almost $2 per bag to make. So she gets into a major magazine, L magazine, women's magazine. She published, and she fills out the order form, and she's going to sell her bags for $40. And even then, she was like, my God, that's really a lot. I'm like, I only cost $200. It only cost me $2 to make. Well, there was a typo. And they put the bags in there for $400. $400. And she got dozens of orders. Dozens. Not like a couple. Remember that show Friends? 2 of the ladies from Friends called up and wanted them. So I'm talking to him and she had just launched. So she's like, I don't know what we're going to do. This is horrible. I said, who knows? This is your launch. Nobody knows it's a $40 bag. And I said, the market is telling you something. So who buys a $400 clutch bag? Someone who's buying what? image, prestige, exclusivity. And it said, this skin can only be taken one, and we have the exclusive right, and la 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 la, all the way down. $400, the lady could, it was outside of her comfort zone. So you know what she said? She goes, I feel bad. I'm going to call them all back and set it right. I said, there's nothing to set right. You haven't, nobody knows it's a $40 bag except for you and me. Not even the magazine knows it's a mistake unless you tell them. So she called them all back. And what do you think the two ladies from Friends did with their order? They canceled it. Client came back to me, she goes, oh, I feel so much better. I said, that's great, we can't work together anymore. Because who is she trying to sell those bags to? Herself, not her clients. Let your clients choose if your price is worthwhile. Even though you don't think you can get that much, I guarantee you can get that much. If you make it valuable, some people will buy it because that's how they buy. Make sense? All right, last one. With whom can you joint venture? With whom can you JV? So, think about, and this is a great environment for this. I am sure that there are more than 2 or 3 of your companies that share the same profile of an ideal client. Is that fair? Do you guys know what I mean by an ideal client? Yes. I'm getting some blank stares. All right, let me do that real quick. An ideal client is the person who is most probable to buy your product and make use of it, and use of it well. That's a real quick and dirty definition. So if you market to baby boomers, if you market to women or to men, so what would be an example? Viagra. You're not marketing that to women, necessarily. It's not their ideal client. Some take it, but it's, who are they marketing to? 21-year-old guys? No. There's a certain segment they market to. So find out who buys your product and who's your ideal client. Find out someone else in the room who has that same profile. And offer your products and services to their list, and they'll offer their products and service to your list. And if you've been listening, you can also bundle them together and offer them as a program when the market goes sideways. Make sense? Okay. Any questions? What are the leading indicators of some of these shifts? There are all kinds of economic forecasting that goes on. Okay, there are a number. You can look at commodity markets. You can look at stock markets. What you want to do, the stock market is usually one of the indicators of the mood of consumers. If it's going up, people are in a good mood. If it's going down, people are in a bad mood. Okay, so, and when it's tracking like so, people are uncertain. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. I'm not sure if I'm having a good day yet. All right? People make their purchase decisions based on emotion and mood. So follow the stock market. That's usually where the mood is going. Now, stock market, and then the last thing is, think of the seasons. In summer, it's usually what? Warm or hot? Winter, it's usually warm or hot? Warm or cold? Oh, did I say warm or hot? Cold or hot in the summer? Hot. Winter, it's usually... All right. Think temperature, think inflation or deflation. When it gets hot, inflation, in the summer it's going up. In the winter it's going down. One of the major concerns right now in our country is deflation, because it's getting cold. When was the last time you saw most of the people around there refinancing their houses for 4%? When was the last time that happened? Yeah, you're doing it now, but go back 20 years. Oh, 18%, 12%, right? Okay? So find out who else shares your ideal client, and what you want to do is joint venture with them. So we're past the time. So what I'll do is I only bought a handful because that's all that would fit in my bag. But I did bring I think there's maybe 10 books in the back if you'd like to get one. I'll stay in the back and I'll answer any questions that you might have. But I do want to respect your time, and I want to pass it back over to Peter. I hope this was valuable for you. Excellent. Yeah.